Good morning, Las Vegas. Welcome to your Insurance Connection. I'm your host, Veronica Nicholson, and I'm filling in for Don Marquez today. Don is out there enjoying the sun. He's having fun. He's on vacation for a week, so I'm actually filling in for him. So you guys have the pleasure to hear me on the radio for the next 30 minutes. Today, we're going to talk about life insurance, auto, and we're going to talk about home insurance. But before I talk about that, let's talk about that hot heat out here in Vegas. Man, it is so hot out there. It's hot, hot, hot. And I need everybody out there to be safe. Be safe, be hydrated, drink your water. We don't need you passing out, okay? Yesterday was 107. Today is going to be about 103. So one thing I do want to do is I want to give a shout out to the Uber drivers, the handyman, the construction workers, the Republic Service guys out there, because they're doing something most of us would not do. So you guys, we give you a shout out for standing out there working all day in that hot sun. Make sure you stay hydrated, okay? We don't want you passing out and going to the hospital. So on the way in this morning, I was just thinking about a couple things, and last night I was ironing my blouse. I usually take my stuff to the cleaners, but I decided not to do that. So I'm ironing my blouse, and my husband tells me, "You know what? You're getting ready like you going to school for returning to school." So I thought it was kind of funny, but really what I was doing was getting ready so I could get all my sleep this morning and not have to rush. So as you can kind of see, I still have wrinkles. The cleaners will be able to get that out, but it's all good. It's all good. So, like I said, we're going to talk about life insurance this morning, and we're going to talk about a little bit about auto and about home. But one other thing that I want to do is I want to let you guys know that I have a live Facebook show that I do on Fridays between the hours of 9:30 and 10 a.m. And what I am actually doing is I'm trying to help my community out there. I'm looking out for the small business owners. And I want you guys to be able to come out and showcase your business or your products on my live show, while we also talk about life insurance and auto and different experiences that we've had with insurance. So just keep in mind, this is free. It's free to anyone who wants to join. You can reach out to me at 702-625-8989. Again, it's 702-625-8989. 702-625-8989. You can call me if you're interested. You can actually also, you can go on my Facebook, Veronica Nicholson or Veronica Nicholson McKinney. We are located at 2300 West Sahara, across the street from Palace Station in the U.S. Bank building on the 8th floor. Sorry, you guys, I had to take a drink. It's really, really hot out there for me right now. So, but if I'm moving forward, and I want to actually talk about how I was thinking of some things last week to talk, to discuss on the show, and some different ideas. And while I was actually fine tuning my agenda, I decided to go review Don's show last week, and I was laughing. It was funny because almost everything that I wrote down to talk about, he actually was talking about it himself last week. So I thought it was funny, but I want to give you a shout out, Don. Don, you're a great guy. I've learned a lot from you, and great minds think alike. So I hope you're out there enjoying your vacation. Hey, if you guys have any questions, any concerns or anything like that, you can feel free to call me on the request line. That number is 702-647-3688. Again, 702-647-3688. If you have a testimony please feel free to give me a call and let the listeners hear, your experience with me or your experience with Don as far as with life insurance, or auto or home or anything like that. Okay. I know that I've been helping some of my friends out there. Some of them were not able to get policies for whatever reason, health reasons, whatever the case may be, and I've been able to help them get a policy. One of the things I wanted to talk to you guys about also is taxes. Yeah, taxes. How many of you guys out there spent money on other things other than maybe a policy for life insurance? I just asked that question because a lot of people don't realize that they can take their money and they can invest in a life insurance policy. There's a lot of people out there that gets, $3,000, $5,000. I've seen some people even get $8,000 in a tax return. That's a lot of money, you guys. A lot of money. And what I need you guys to do is to realize that you can give me a call. I can help you out. I can help you invest in a good life insurance policy for yourself, for your children, for your family members, anyone that that you're related to that might need a policy that maybe they can't afford it and you want to pay for it. You can pay for it. You can pay an annual policy, pay it up for the year, and every time there's a return each year, you could just go ahead and just pay for that policy again. So I'm going to give my number out again. It's 702-625-8989, 702-625-8989. If you need help, if you have questions, please call me. I'm here for you. I love to help you guys. And also, again, remember, if you're out there, a small business, and you're interested in coming on my live show, hit me up, inbox me, or inbox me, or just go check out a couple of the shows and see how they are, and then you can call me or whatever the case may be. So going back to the taxes, or going back to the life insurance with the taxes. So if you're paying, if you decide that you want to get a policy and you want to do annual policy, as I said, it's a lot less expensive. So I'm just going to give you guys a couple estimates on what it would cost for a yearly premium for different age ranges. So typically, if you have like a $50,000 policy for a young person, it would be anywhere between like $134 for annual. I've seen them at that little. Sorry, I have some people, they pay about $12 a month, but it's $134 if you pay for it for a year. I mean, we know we all can afford that. How many times do we buy Starbucks? How many times do we eat at McDonald's? Buy Jordans. A lot of people buy Jordans at least 2-3 times a year. So if you can buy Jordans, then, you can definitely buy a policy. So a price range that I've kind of seen for some of the middle age individuals has been like from the age of 30 to 45, about $260 to $660 annually. And again, you guys, you need to understand that your rates are totally based on your health, your height and weight, the medical prescriptions that you're actually taking, if you smoke marijuana, if you smoke tobacco. All these things are factors. They're definitely factors. So the numbers that I'm giving you guys are estimates, but they're not solid numbers. You actually have to come. You have to have an appointment, come in and see me or see Don. We sit with you, we go over everything, and then we do your application and we go from there as far as underwriting. Now, we do actually have policies that you don't have to have fully underwritten. And those are simplified policies, non-medical policies. Usually those policies, you do the application. There's about 9 questions on the application. If you say no to all of the questions, you'll typically be able to pass you'll be able to be approved. Now, one of the other things that they look at is they look at your medical prescription database. So if you are saying you're not taking any medications and then they go look at that database and they're like, oh no, they're taking medications for this, they're taking medications for that, then that still doesn't necessarily deny you, or you won't be declined, but your rates might increase. You might have a higher premium per month. So so it's definitely something to look at. As far as with the marijuana, they have policies out there with some of the carriers that we have for recreational smokers. Now, that's not a person who smoke every day, all day. That's not a couch potato who would rather smoke than go out and work. They're talking about someone who may smoke 2 or 3 times a week. They can do a policy for you. So if you guys are interested, if you need that policy for medical marijuana, or I should say recreational, because if it's medical, it's probably more than 2 or 3 days. Okay, it seems like it looks like we got a caller, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that call.
Sounding great today, young lady. Sound really good. My name is Stickman, and I want to know, you said height and weight determine how much you have to pay for insurance. I understand the weight, but why the height?
Well, because in society they have the BMI, and insurance companies go off of that as well. Well, basically the reason that they go off of that is because in their eyes, they say BMI, if it's at a certain level, you're not considered healthy, you're considered obese. If you're considered obese, then the chances are higher of them paying out. Now, I know, and you know that may not be the case, but I'm not the carrier, so the carrier set the rules and the underwriter set the rules, and that's just part of the rules that they set. But I will tell you this, sir. I will definitely tell you this. If you are interested in a policy, you can give me a call. We do have some products that height and weight is not a factor. It's a final expense.
Because I know I'm the right height and the right weight.
Okay.
But I was just wondering why. I understand the weight.
I got you.
The height, you say BMI and everything. I understand that. But I was curious because I didn't understand it. Now I do. You're doing a great job. I appreciate you guys being on the air. And KCEP, you guys got to keep that money coming in so we can have this young lady on the air. And we appreciate you very much.
Thank you, sir. What's your name?
They call me Stickman. My name is
Lavelle. Okay. Thank you, Stickman. I appreciate you giving me a call. Thank you very much.
You have a great day and thank you.
Uh-huh. Okay, is there another caller? Okay, you guys. So I'm back on the radio. Thank you. And I just wanted to let you know that so we can buy these policies, like I said, with your tax return. You can buy a policy instead of buying the Jordans for the kids. You can buy a policy instead of buying that big screen TV for your 720 square foot apartment. And we definitely can buy a life insurance policy instead of buying that most expensive Malaysian hair that we like to buy. So just keep that in mind. I know I didn't talk about those that's over 50, but like I said, if you give me a call, I can definitely help you. I can get you what you're looking for, and I can answer any questions. 702-625-8989. 702-625-8989. Okay, so one other thing that I wanted to talk about that that is a concern of mine as well is I want to talk about credit. Credit is, believe it or not, your credit report is part of your consumer report that they actually use when they're running your report for your auto insurance. So credit is very important. If your credit is really low, if you have a low score, that's going to cause you to have higher rates, or can cause you to have higher rates with the auto insurance carriers. Sometimes, even though you may have a lower credit score and you have no accidents, your rates can be high, or vice versa. You may have an accident, but your credit score might be very high. So your rates, you still get, you get nice rates out there as well. So if you guys are interested, you need some more information, like I said, give me a call. I can definitely help you. We also have a person out there that I know who does credit restoration, and she can help you get your credit where it needs to be for where it needs to be for whether you're buying a home or whether you're buying auto insurance or even a car. You know, you have to have good credit for a car as well, and they all kind of tie into one. So so you guys, if you're out there and you're listening and you know that your credit is not the best, you can definitely reach out to some of these credit restoration companies and start getting your credit repaired. Maybe even next year. I know it's too late now with tax season is over, but maybe next year you can look at it. You can set some goals and you know, maybe work on putting some money aside to get that credit where it needs to be. So again, if anybody has any questions, any concerns, give me a call. Give me a call. The request line number is 702-647-3688. I love to hear, you know, what questions you guys have out there, or if you have any concerns. I'd love for you to give me a call. So go ahead, call in if you like to. Let's see here. So we were talking earlier about that final expense, and I want to let you guys know on the final expense, as I was saying, you have about 9 questions. They usually take the questions, and then once you do that, you do an interview over the phone, and we can get you approved right then and there. So for those who's out there who's struggling with medical conditions, or who may be struggling with the height and weight, like I was just discussing with Stickman, you can definitely give us a call, and we can help you out there. So another thing that I wanted to discuss is we had a caller last week. She called in, and it was too late for us to actually respond to her. But I wanted to make sure that I put this question out there and give some feedback on the answer. Her question, she wanted to know if your employer offers life insurance. Sorry about that. If they offer life insurance, why is it important, or why do you actually have to have a personal policy aside from your employer? That was a good question, caller. I'm not sure if you're listening today, but that was a very good question. One of the things that I want to say as far as that question, your employer is not required to offer you life insurance through the group plan. So because they're not required, they can make a change whenever they want to. So sometimes if they make that change, they can decide in a way of how to cut back on expenses. Well, we're no longer going to offer the group life insurance. So that's one reason that you want a policy separate from your employer, so you won't have to worry about those things. Looks like we have another caller, so I'm going to go ahead and take that call, and then I'm going to go back and finish up the answer to that question. Go ahead, caller.
Hi, I was calling in because I wanted to kind of expand a little bit more about your products and the fact about the weight and height ratio and those things.
Yes, who am I speaking to, caller? What's your name?
My name is Kenyatta.
Oh, hey, Kenyatta. This is a friend of mine. Hey, thank you for calling in.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well this morning, thank you.
Okay. So you wanted to talk about your experience and with your product and everything?
Yeah, absolutely, because I spent many years going without having life insurance other than what my job had given me or offered. And then when I started working for myself, because I work as a consultant, of course I lost that life insurance. So even in what you just were saying answering the young lady's question about why you should have a separate policy, that's even another subject that I can expand on. Because when I decided to work for myself, I lost all my life insurance policies that I had with previous employers. So
Exactly.
I always needed to have a personal plan anyway. But because I am overweight and I have high blood pressure, I thought it was impossible for me to get any life insurance or anything that could help my family if something were to happen to me.
And you know what? I'm sorry, Kenyatta. The other thing, I know you said you're overweight, you have high blood pressure, but you are also a little on the shorter side. You know, he had that question about why does height matter?
I mean, I don't like to think so. But
So
I'm about 5'5".
yeah, so that is a factor as well. So I know he had that question. So that's a factor as well. But I'm going to go ahead and let you finish. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, I just thought it was impossible. I thought that if something were to happen to me, it's going to be my kids having to do the car wash and the fundraisers because I wasn't able to qualify for any life insurance. In fact, I went through a couple of people to attempt to get me quotes, and because of my prescription history and the fact that I've been prescribed high blood pressure medicine, plus in addition to my weight, I just wasn't able to find anyone who would grant me life insurance or sell me a policy.
And how many years had it been how many years did you have this challenge?
It's been 12 years.
12 years.
I started working as a consultant 12 years ago.
Okay. 12 years, you guys. That's a long time, and anything could have happened in those 12 years. So I'm glad we were able to help you. So what else did you want to say? I'm sorry.
Well, no, in addition to that, I know, because I'm a widow as well, I know how quickly something can happen, even if it's and unexpectedly. So, I lost my husband, and he was only 36 when he passed.
Mm-hmm.
So it can happen to anyone at any time. So only thing I can say is thank God that nothing happened through those 12 years when I was not covered.
Yeah, most definitely, thank God.
I have 3 young children that need to be taken care of, or at least have something to fall back on.
Yeah,
so
and
it was quite a challenge for me.
And like I said, I'm glad that we were able to help you with to be able to get that final expense product. And can you tell the audience the process, how simple it was?
It was really simple. It was just a 1-page application and basic information, name, address, children who I would like to be my beneficiary, and it was that simple. And another thing, the product that you were able to introduce to me, Veronica, was a lot better coverage than I had ever been offered for final expense. There's a couple of products out there, and they're pretty low. They may cover the funeral costs, but they don't leave anything else but that funeral cost. So the difference between your final expense product and some of the others I had come across was that at least now I think my children would have some sort of cushion.
That's great.
And it was relatively inexpensive. That's another thing that was a challenge, was that a lot of these final expense products for people in my situation can be terribly, terribly expensive. This one is quite affordable.
That's good. That's good. I'm like, from day one, I was ecstatic that I was able to help you because I knew this was a challenge for you. So I am definitely glad that you, that you were able to get this policy and that you're able to leave something if anything was to happen to you. Kenyatta, how many minutes did it take for you for this process?
Altogether, probably less than 10 minutes to fill out that 1 page.
Yeah, and then the interview. So maybe 20 minutes, maybe?
Yeah, perhaps.
Okay.
Altogether, collectively, maybe 20, 25 minutes.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you calling in. And one of the things that I did want to mention, since you are calling in, I know you're up there at the church, and you guys have that summer program going, and for the kids. And I wanted to see just really quick if you can just maybe elaborate just really quick so people out there know that there's still a summer program out there for the children.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not too late. If you think that it's too late, that the summer camps have already started. Our summer camp is a week-to-week basis. It's very well priced at $75 per week. We're still accepting campers. We are right up here off of Rancho and Gowan. And we've combined the curriculum plus fun activities and field trips. So we're really looking forward to these children heading into the school year, just new kids ready to rock and roll for the school year. So we're really excited. It's not too late. We have a very well rounded price at $75 per week. We do also accept Medicaid fee-for-service. And we also have a sliding scale. So if you feel like you can't afford it, just come down and talk to me. Give me a call. And
they have lunch and breakfast. That's included as well.
It also includes breakfast and lunch.
Yeah.
Every day. So the camp runs from 9 to 3:30. We have aftercare and before care if you need to, work with your work hours, we're willing to work with you. So
give them your phone number really quick.
struggling.
Give them your phone number really quick.
702-800-1926.
Okay, 702-800-1906.
I'm sorry, 1926.
1926. Okay. Okay, thank you, Kenyatta. I appreciate you giving me a call. Thank you very much. Oh, there's another call? Okay, I'm going to take this call really quick. Hello, caller.
Hi, yes, my name is Kayla Joshua with Knowledge Financial Solutions. And I just had a question. I do credit repair, so I just wanted to know, how does credit repair affect, shopping for insurance, for like life insurance, car insurance, homeowners insurance?
Oh.
Does that affect insurance?
Okay. Hey, Kayla. I actually talked about that a little earlier, and as I said earlier, it does affect the credit. The credit does affect shopping for insurance. The rates can go up. You could be paying more with those rates. I also mentioned about the restoration repair. Do you? I know that you do credit repair as well. We only have a couple of minutes, but do you want to just speak 1 minute of what you have to say, because we only have a couple minutes left. I want to wrap it up. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Well, my website is knowledgefinancialsolutions.com, and my phone number is @ 702-721-8571. And I just wanted to, like I said, just ask a question. Sorry I missed it earlier. Just the effect of how it affected, my service, how it affected people applying for insurance. So.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you calling in. Thank you very much. Callers, I need you not callers, listeners. I want you to remember, I can help you. A new beginning for your life insurance, auto insurance, and home owners needs. Okay, I can help you. Give me a call. 702-625-8989. 702-625-8989. 702-625-8989. We are located at 2300 West Sahara in the U.S. Bank building on the 8th floor across the street from the Palace Station. Those out there that's interested in my live, please inbox me or go visit me at Veronica Nicholson McKinney or Veronica Nicholson, and just give me a call if you're interested. You guys have a nice day. Stay safe and stay cool.